I don't know proper protocol here, but I'm just going to leave my mask on. That's okay with you guys. All right. I don't know. I think for us, not for us, for anybody in the Big Ten, it's hard to win on the road. So anytime you get an opportunity to win outside of your building, you got to cherish every single one of those because, as you see it, it's not going to happen very much. So this is a good team. Like how they play, how they defend, what they do offensively, they really make it tough on you. And, they spread you out with their shooting. They got off to a great start shooting the ball, and it put pressure on us in terms of how we needed to guard them in those ways. So, I just thought this was a gritty, tough win for us, and, happy to get out of here with the win. I don't know how many people are going to come in here. I know they lost to Michigan State, but, there's not many people who are going to come in here and get wins because it's going to take a lot to beat these guys here.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, Northwestern led for 33 minutes, and you guys the 7 minutes. But what to you was that point where you knew this was our chance, and the door was open for you?
We there were a few times where I felt like we were having momentum in the second half, and then we had a defensive breakdown, and they get a three. Like we kind of lose our containment, and Tyberry gets open, and we foul him. Right, it goes from 6 points to now 9 or 5 to 8, whatever it was, and then we get it again, and then Boo Booey hits a three in transition. Like we lost ourselves a little bit, and I felt like if we could play with more discipline defensively and not give up the baskets that we were that we wanted to give up, the tough threes that give you the momentum back, I thought we could crawl back in it. We started scoring late. Right, it took us a while to get our offense going, but we started scoring the ball late, getting to the basket, making some threes. I felt like if our defense could hold up long enough, then we could have a chance to maybe win it at the end, which happened.
Boo Booey had 20 through the first 30-ish minutes of the game. Only had 2 in the last 10. What defensive adjustments do you think you guys made to kind of better suit yourself towards the ball?
Yeah, he gets open and does some different things. We went under some screens early, and he made a couple threes and got going. Like when he sees the ball go in and gets some easy ones, now he's feeling really good about himself. So, I think we did a much better job in the second half of staying connected to him, not giving him those open shots, like really making it tough for him, and kind of almost funneling him into the paint, where our big guys could help us a little bit more instead of giving him more space to have freedom to get the shots that he wanted to.
Anything else for Coach Shrewsberry?
Seth Lundy had a really big game tonight, especially down the stretch. How important is he to that comeback, and who do you feel like were the leaders of sort of bringing you guys back? Obviously, you guys are a pretty young team, and
Seth, he did such good things for us. Like he 8 of 13 and 5 of 9 from 3. He took easy shots. Right? Sometimes he forces a little bit. He took the shots that the defense gave him, and our other guys did a great job finding him for open shots as well. You look at what Seth did. You look at Jalen Pickett scoring 18 points. Like those guys are our leaders, but John Hare and his effort. I think Jelani White is somebody that won't get talked about because he had 1 point, but comes in and plays with great energy and gets us 7 rebounds, gets a block shot. Like those things kind of spur us along. I think at different points in the game, different guys step up. So Sam Sessoms will get you a layup, and then Miles Dredd will hit a 3, and now Seth hits a 3, and you have to worry about a bunch of different guys. And I think when we're doing that, we're playing well. And it was just gritty and tough, and every time out and every huddle, they stayed together just because we talked about how hard it is to win on the road. And we stayed together, and we fought, and, luck goes on your side sometimes.
Question?
You guys before playing on Sunday, you guys hadn't played in about 3 weeks, and before that, you had maybe struggled a little bit against power conference opponents, but that seems like that's changed. I'm curious from your how you think that's changed over the course of the season.
We were off for 22 days, and we kind of went back and reevaluated what we were doing, or not really what we were doing, how we were doing it. I think that's one of the things I learned in the NBA. When things aren't working for you, you go back and evaluate your system. And the first things you say is do it harder and do it better, right? If you do that and it doesn't change, then you need to change it. So we didn't change anything. We're doing it harder and we're doing it better right now, and I think that's changing. I don't know. I said this on the radio before we started. January 3rd, just a couple of days ago, so Monday is the first time we've had our 15 guys on our roster all at practice. Like, we've been hurt, we've been banged up, guys have been sick, guys have, been out with COVID. Like, we haven't had a full roster except for these couple of days leading into this game. And that gives us more depth. It allows us to play harder for longer stretches. Now we're playing better at the end of games. Like, we haven't won. Like, we're 5-5, but there's not very many like cupcakes on our schedule. And, there's a couple teams that aren't doing very well, but we've played LSU, we've played Michigan State and Ohio State were our first 2 Big Ten games. Like, those are hard. That's 3 teams that are ranked in the top 25. You throw those on top of a team like Wagner, who nobody knows about, but Wagner's going to be in the NCAA tournament, right? They're like top 50 in the net right now. Cornell is the fastest. They play at the fastest pace of anybody in the country. So we got tested. We got tested in our 10 games to start the season, and it's paying off now. Like, we've been through some battles. I'd love to be in a different position with our record, but I feel good about where we are because of how our non-conference shook out.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
We're going.